What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you in the hot seat, it's times two. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew, but we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news. Bitch, I'm a ball, bitch, I'm a ball. Don't get no ball, don't get no ball. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? Full of that punch, look at that punch. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ain't talking Milwaukee. Tell my dog sick of me, ain't do no barking. Pass me some greens, you know I'ma spark it. Mama got ass, told her to arch it. Pull up at the spot, hop out and don't park it. Bino say, always keep one in the cartridge. With Joey up pepper, so we going toxic. Came from the swamp to visit the tropics. Check out the scenery. Tell little mama to the backwoods right by the lake.
I had to retire my cup because it's episode 11 on the Ruthless Attitude Podcast. Fair warning, if you are a Brock Lesnar fan or a Ronda Rousey fan, you might find something that we're going to say something that you're probably not going to like. But at the same time, it's our show, so God damn it, it's America. It's as messed up as it is. As always, I'm your host with the most, the one and only MalcGoolie. And joining me, as always, he's money. He's MK, not Mortal Kombat, because that would mean something really decent. But he's a heathen of a Sixers fan. He's a heathen of an Eagles fan. He's just an all-around heathen. And no, we're not going to AF him like a certain other guest I'm going to announce. He's Mini Mitch, Money Mitch, Midget Mitch. He is Mitch. What is up, Mitch? What is up, Mitch?
I'm doing good. The Sixers might get James Harden, so I'm feeling pretty good right now.
I'm gonna be mad as a Bulls fan because I have to deal with that crap on Sunday. Jesus Christ Almighty and Father. Sixers, please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
I honestly want Beal over Harden. That's just me. Okay. But if we get Harden, I will not be mad.
All right. Well, next on our list.
Just don't give up Maxey.
I think Maxey will have to go.
I know.
And that small forward, like height of 6'3", 6'5", if you include the rap. latest co-captain and co-creator of I Heard They Want the News, and also who does my theme of Buck, which you can also find here on YouTube and also in the links below. He is a Phoenix Suns fan. He's rallying the Valley as his Phoenix Suns do whatever they can and hoping to pray that the Indianapolis Colts somehow, some way, glue factory their way on getting Aaron Rodgers. He is Dub Nation. Give it up for a musical guest, Mr. Dub. How are you, buddy?
What's happening?
Ah, man.
What it do? Man,
it just feels good to have 2 days off, don't it?
Big thanks. Hey, look. So you mentioned Phoenix, right? Yeah, I was heated last night. I ain't gonna...
I know. Yeah, you should be. No. You should be. You're heated. I'm still heated. We come back from 15 only to lose in overtime. I said, really? And we lose to the Rockets. Not the Rockets. We lose to the Raptors.
Aaron Rodgers to the Colts.
We're losing to the Raptors. That's unacceptable. Please give us a bonus. We will trade you that first round pick because apparently Portland is going to rebuild now, and they're going to start. Portland's rebuilding, but we're not here to talk about those goddamn Bulls. We're not here to talk about those goddamn Sixers. We're not here to talk about those goddamn Suns. We're here to talk about. We're here to talk about. Did Dub get muted? Okay, no, he's not. He's not muted. I think it's my headphones. Anyway, we're here to talk about the Royal Rumble. We're here to talk about the Royal Rumble. We're here to talk about Elimination Chamber and how predictable it's about to be. We're about to rant and rave on Brock Lesnar, Vince McMahon, Voodoo Ken, KKK Vince, whatever, Hitler Vince, every notion. Sorry, Mitch. Every notion that we can talk about that man, because that man deserves to be hanged on a freaking noose right now because the company is going into shit. And he's a piece of shit that fired his own goddamn son because his son is the only one in that damn company that had the balls to step up to Vince. All right.
I was just about to say, bro, how crazy is it that he fired his own son?
He fired their own son.
Didn't he do that before? No, Shane walked.
He walked the first time, and now he gets fired. And he gets fired. So
what's happening?
What is up, Sleeping Angels?
I'm gonna have to take off the overlay. It's covering my head.
Yeah, it's covering my Bulls hat, even though I shouldn't even wear this hat because of shame. But I have my Undertaker hat on. That's my Undertaker shirt on. Sorry, not hat. I wish I had an Undertaker hat. My Undertaker t-shirt, because that's the reason why the purple is the main color for tonight. Because I'm still purple.
Yeah.
I'm still purple. I'm still black. I'm still black. I'm still blue. I'm still black and blue and a little bit purple from the Royal Rumble. One of the big 4 pay-per-views flopped. I don't care what anybody says. I mean, if you like the Royal Rumble, more power to you. I'm not saying that you're wrong for liking it. I'm not saying that certain parts. It's like certain parts. There are certain parts I like, but there are some things that we will be talking about that just.
How I'm the champion of the month of January.
Ah, shut up.
I demand a recount.
Yes, this is some baby back bull. The fact that Mitch is the champion of January. He's employee of the month. No, I'm not acknowledging you. I'll acknowledge you when the Sixers do something with this trade. That's when I'll get Harden. You're just gonna have to deal with him not playing defense.
If y'all get Harden, I'm gonna talk noise because y'all could have been had Harden.
Yeah, I know. Trust me, I know.
Can't control that company. Has been for the main people. People got to realize that Shane was the only one that has the cojones enough to fight with his father, and it's so fitting because we're going to talk about Shane McMahon first. Because now Shane McMahon is going to revamp, bring back to life. It's alive. WCW is back. WCW could be coming back. Shane McMahon says, okay, since I have still stock in this company, how about we bring back the company that kicked the WWE's ass for 84 straight weeks.
I say
Bring
go
back to
for
ECW.
it.
Goes to
Now,
AEW.
I say go for it because now they're trying to paint him as being like this evil person that's so hard to work with all of a sudden.
And you know what? I mean, the fact that Shane is revamping WCW is actually a bit of a shock. I was a little bit shocked when I heard that news. I was like, wait a minute, Shane? Well, Shane always wanted to own his own wrestling company. I think everybody here got the sense this is why he walked out the first time, because he wanted to own everything. He told Vince about getting UFC while UFC was hot, and now look at UFC now. It's hot. He tried to get ECW back in 2000.
WCW. That's my only thing. Have a whole new name, whole new thing. Don't do the WCW way. That's my only thing.
And also another thing too, there's also been rumored that Tony Khan has been getting a warning by WWE not to hire Shane McMahon. Even though Shane McMahon is a grown man, he can go wherever he wants to go.
A warning? What is this warning?
Apparently,
they told him that he's like got the ego the size of the planet. He's hard to work with, things of that nature.
I don't know if Shane is really hard to work with. I think Shane McMahon's biggest problem is actually he's no problem. He's trying to tell his dad what works and what don't work. I mean, look at the Men's Royal Rumble. He told him having Brock win would not work, and so far. Oh yeah, we're going to talk about Vince leaning on Brock Lesnar every hook and cranny.
Is D coming on?
D is, I'm gonna say right now, D just woke up. I just got an invite from D. He just woke up, so he will be on here. So instead of Eric being late, our own boss is late, and it's kind of funny that our boss is late, and we're talking about bosses right now. Vince McMahon, Shane McMahon bringing back WCW. Is a big topic right now. I think he should bring it back. I think number one. Now Dub coming up with a new name. Yeah, I do believe that because Vince will try some way to copyright. Well, he already got the rights to WCW.
You mean
they already own it. He already owns it. Just do something as far as logos, branding, naming, all of that.
And Shane does have the money. Shane has the money. He has the money. And I believe Shane McMahon is a smart businessman. I've known that for a while. I mean, hell, Shane always wanted to own his own company.
Yeah, he can call it Mac Pro Wrestling for all I care.
Yeah, Mac Pro Wrestling. That's cool. Mac Pro Wrestling. And you know what would be so hilarious? What if Shane, his roster, he brings back all the people that Vince fired? And what if, or better yet, what if Shane McMahon, instead of WCW, what if Shane McMahon owned Ring of Honor? Now, Ring of Honor. Ring of Honor. Oh my God, Ring of Honor A will have a lot of money to fight. It would probably be like a third company. I mean, you have WWE versus AEW versus Ring of Honor. Come on now, and woo-wee. That would be.
Don't sleep on Impact though.
Yeah, don't sleep on Impact.
Don't sleep on Impact though.
Don't sleep on Impact. Hell, don't even sleep on GCW either. Don't sleep on them either because they've been doing a lot of moves. It reminds me a lot of ECW in a way. But going around the horn, Shane McMahon getting fired by his own father. Fill in the blank. It was Mitch. I'll start with you. Shane McMahon getting fired was
predictable because I knew that Shane McMahon would be the only one to step up to him, and I just knew that if he actually is going to do it, that hit the road. I mean, like, it's pretty. If you know Vince McMahon, anything is possible. Like anything. I would not even be surprised if you let go Stephanie.
No, he's not letting go of Stephanie. He's not letting go of his.
I would not be. It's Vince McMahon we're talking about here. Anything is possible when it comes to the son of a bitch. Anything's possible. Yo, what's up, Spotlight?
The fact that Mitch cursed on here.
What's up?
Wow.
What's up?
Good morning, sunshine.
Listen, you work as hard as I do, you sleep the way I do. And my sleeping pattern is off. So
yeah, because I mean that's Amazon for you. That is Amazon.
I dig it.
Say what?
That's Amazon for you. That's Amazon.
No, I don't work at Amazon anymore. You Google
You
where
left?
you been?
Yeah, he left like a while ago.
When was this?
Goolie, I've been said I left Amazon. What are you talking about?
Bro, I be sleep half the time when y'all be in the egg.
Welcome to my life then. You know what? Yeah.
I be sleep. I be like Undertaker. I'm sleeping until somebody wakes me up from the grave, and I have to put that soul back. Then just go back to sleep. But we were going around the horn. Vince McMahon firing his own son, and we were also talking about Shane McMahon revamping WCW. We're going around the horn real quick. So, Dub, Vince firing Shane was
inevitable. It was bound to happen.
Okay,
it was either that or he was going to walk again. It was bound to happen. Them two always bumped heads.
They always did. That's why I said predictable.
Yeah, they always bumped heads. They never saw eye to eye creatively. Even back then when Shane was trying to do his own thing then.
Yeah. I got a story actually. When I met Vince McMahon and everybody, like I met John Cena, all those guys, right? Vince McMahon was getting pictures. Shane McMahon left, went in his Range Rover, drove away angry. So I'm like, yeah, that was back when I was like, what was I, 11?
Jesus Christ.
His Range Rover, and the kids were watching a movie in the back.
That tells you right there. That tells you something right there. That something is wrong. It's just that it's not even like a father and son thing. It's like they're. Well, obviously, I still believe Shane loves his dad and Vince loves him. But
it's business. It's nothing
but
personal.
It's just business. But it's a business. What is up, Douglas Lewis Brooks Jr., gentlemen?
What's going on, Douglas, a.k.a. The Big Time Show? He will be debuting on the Spotlight Sports Network tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And just to let you know, Goolie, the phone call was, he's a big wrestling fan. He lives in Memphis, Tennessee. He is
he lives in wrestling country. Oh, he's in wrestle state. That's a popular
he showed me a collectible title that he had today and when we had a little talk. So yeah, he might be making an appearance on Ruthless Attitude as soon as possible.
Now I would love that. I mean, a 5-man crew. I would love that, a 5-man crew just talking about straight up wrestling. Even though
he likes that old school 70s, 80s wrestling.
So he's going to be our Jim Cornette. Our black Jim Cornette.
I wouldn't say Jim Cornette because he does keep up with AEW. He does keep up with today's wrestling. So I wouldn't say he's the Jim Cornette.
So he's Jim Cornette if Jim Cornette can adapt. That's basically what he is. That's a good thing. Because Jim Cornette can't adapt for shit.
I think it's just Douglas that I think the Big Time Show just knows that he can keep up with today's. I mean, he knows his stuff from the back, but he say, hey, listen here, just because I'm old school, I know what's going on in AEW. I know what's going on in WWE, you know, but he can adapt. He definitely can adapt. And he just said that too.
All right, cool. He said he can adapt. I love it. Can't wait to have him here on the show. Spotlight. Vince firing Shane was. Oh, I can't wait for his. Firing Shane was blank.
Expected.
Okay.
Yeah.
Predictable.
It was expected.
Inevitable, and
I'm not going to say BS. I'm not going to say corny. I'm not going to say whack. It was expected. I think Shane McMahon went out of WWE many, many years ago. How many times this guy had to leave and come back just to save the company? Come on. This was expected. This was the most predictable thing. Okay, I'm going to let you in the Royal Rumble, and then I'm going to fire you. It was obvious. It was the goddamn obvious. It's
Why was he the final three, though?
Come on.
That was
why was he in the final?
Why was he in the final three?
Because apparently he wasn't supposed to be the final three. He was supposed to get eliminated, but he overbooked himself.
He was in the final three because at the end of the day, Vince McMahon knew what he was doing. He was going to release this son anyway, so he tried to get him some type of star power. Which Shane McMahon don't need Vince McMahon for star power any goddamn way. I'm just saying.
Because out of every McMahon, the one that makes a lot of sense, the only one that has common sense in the family, if we were to have an order, Shane would be there. Second would be Hunter. Third, Stephanie. Fourth,
You have to
Vince.
tie
Fifth,
Hunter
Leo.
and Stephanie because they're together. So you have to put them as number 2 for tie.
I mean, 2 for Ty, but Stephanie's more of the charities and whatnot. But Triple H is more of the wrestling.
Stephanie has Vince's balls in her purse.
But at the same time, I can't deny Stephanie was a part of the creative team in 2001, and I have to admit, 2001 was a hell of a year for the WWE. I mean, you got to remember.
But I love the fact that Stephanie did have the women's revolution,
revolution, yes.
But I just didn't like the fact that we had an all women's pay per view just one time,
and it never fucking happened again. That's some bull.
A women's pay per view needs to happen again.
Yeah, because that little one off that they did just to run a couple bands up was pointless.
It really was. But we
imagine if you would have had the women's pay per view, and you probably would have still would have the women at WWE if you didn't fire them. If you would have had these women pay per views, I'm just saying.
That's true.
They had that whole little run of women's wrestling, and then they waited till everybody stopped chanting that shit. And they was like, "All right, y'all done. I put that shit back in the back."
Awesomeness Commander Sports. Jesus Christ, no. No, I'm not making fun of the YouTube name. I'm just making fun of the Commander name, but that's a different story for a different.
But what if he had the name before? What if he had the name before they named them the Washington Commanders, though?
Well, then more power to him. He predicted the future, and the future came true because that. Oh God, we can't say that. We can't say certain words on here, so we can't.
Yeah, but I just don't want to go into with the owner right now.
Oh yeah. They might be changing the name because now there's some backlash according to ESPN.
Oh, geez.
On Commanders? How you get backlash on Commanders?
Because everybody's already making, the damn God damn it, I'm gonna say it anyway. Commies. So the word that we cannot say, because people have been making comments about it, and Dan Snyder didn't even tell the NFL.
So Douglas says Triple H is not the man that we thought he would be. He has let the business down. He's shackled because of Vince.
I agree. I
kind of agree,
but I kind of disagree on the part like he's not the man that he once was. I mean, he can't even step up to Vince if his heart is damn near weak. Remember, the man is just coming off from heart surgery, so he probably can't yell or do any, as much as he could, which sucks. But at the same time, hey, you never know. What if Shane McMahon, he got the money? What if he tells, hey, Hunter, just leave the WWE. Just work with me, brother. Work with me.
He's kind of mad, even though that Triple H did have, the open heart surgery, and he had the open heart surgery about a couple of months ago. I can understand that you could still be recovering from it, but why did you just, even before the open heart surgery, why would you give Bruce Pritchard and Vince McMahon the reins of NXT?
They probably told you. They probably took it from him by force.
They kind of had to.
Because Vince is kind of we all know that Vince is a very, very shady businessman. We know this. We really do. And we had now for me, we have what inevitable. What was yours? Expected, and predictable. For me, Vince firing Shane was. You know what? I don't have the perfect words. I can't anything with ball or accept it, but I'm going to put in unbelievable. Firing your own son is kind of unbelievable for two reasons. Number one, Shane McMahon has saved this company so many times when Vince damn near almost effed it up. They've had that argument on live freaking TV.
Say what, Ghoulie? Ghoulie has
basically get him out of it.
Oh, there we go.
Vince was the only one that basically to get him out of it. And it's sad, but it's true. Vince is a shady businessman. He doesn't know how to he doesn't know what a star, how to make a star, a full star. If you're not 6'6", all muscle, you're not gonna make it. If you're a 300-pound guy, you kind of can make it. Ask Otis right now. But yeah, that's the problem.
Boy slapping meat.
Yeah, that's basically what Vince wants. He likes those big, beefy type of guys. That's why he always depends on Brock. He depends on Goldberg. He depends on Cena. He depends on guys that, from the past that can make him not only a lot of money, but also for ratings. And that's the problem with Vince. It's not about the damn ratings. And also Vince is like,
Sidebar. I seen a picture floating around earlier. Are they really trying to build to Roman versus Goldberg at Elimination Chamber?
Yes.
Don't nobody want to see that, bro.
And here's the thing. This will be the first time those two would actually meet.
Yeah.
And it would be Goldberg's final match on his contract.
And it's going to be less than 5 minutes.
And then the drinking game of Brock Lesnar and Goldberg has begun. God, yeah, I'm
pretty take the card now.
No, well, we'll get to Elimination Chamber later on in the show because this is going to be a very high action-packed show. There will be some yelling, there will be screaming, there will be crying, there will be bloodshed, but it ain't going to be ours. That's splattered on this damn computer screen.
Into Dub Riddle.
Dub Riddle. Oh God!
I can't with the Dub Riddle. I can't.
Dub Riddle.
I can't.
Dub Riddle Dub.
Bro, not Riddle Dub.
Oh my God. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable that your son always saves you and always gets you out of a predicament, and then you fire the man. Now the man wants to bring back the same company that kicked your ass for 84 weeks. Could potentially hire majority all the people you screwed over the years. And you never know. Now you got a 4-way going on. You got WWE, you got AEW, then you got Impact, then you got
Impact is not on cable.
But still, Impact is still kicking ass, regardless of
what channel they on? Because I would love to see.
I think Axis.
They're on Axis TV.
Okay. Is that even a channel on a?
It's not on Xfinity. It's not on Xfinity.
It's damn well ain't on Dish. It's not on.
It's probably on AT&T. Probably on AT&T.
I never even heard of the channel in itself.
Like,
I had cable all my life.
Impact has been moved a lot. Impact has been moved from Spike TV, now known as Paramount. They've been moved to Destination America. And personally, I thought they should have stayed there. Here's my thing. Why not go? I think they're still around. Why not go to WGN? I mean, WGN needs some ratings, or better yet, what if they were to make a deal?
Impact should be on Sci-Fi. I'm sorry to say.
I was just going to say that.
Here's the problem. WWE got that. It's a part of the USA network.
That's something.
The only thing I could see Impact being on if it was on a national network scale.
See, this is that channel is irrelevant. It's not even on YouTube TV.
Why not MTV?
It's not on YouTube TV?
No, he's saying that TNA is not even on YouTube TV. They don't even have that channel on it. That's how bad it is.
And then they also got kicked off of Twitch because of Rob Van Dam having a 3-way on live internet with his wife and his wife's mistress. All of that.
Well, I know Bullet Club was just on there.
Yeah, Bullet Club is now on Impact, and Zack Ryder, who's now probably the number. Mickey James, Zack Ryder. By the way, kudos to him because ever since he left WWE, he's been killing it in the independents. GCW, former GCW champion, and now
who?
Zack Ryder,
Matt Cardona,
and now he's now the number 1 heel in Impact right now.
I believe it.
And now, if you're WWE, you just like, what the fuck? We just dropped the ball. You dropped the ball on Zach so many times. Like the time that he won the Intercontinental title and then lost it the next night to The Miz made my stomach turn. I'm like, really? Like, he is the fan. But yeah, unbelievable, predictable, inevitable, and expected. You put that all in the blender, and what does that smell? Shane McMahon possibly could take his father out of business. Oh, might, if he gets the right people in. Next on this list of things and demanding, let's keep it to Vince. This here is going to be the main topic here. Vince McMahon, once again, the writers give him something new, and at the last minute changes it. Matt Riddle was supposed to win the Royal Rumble, guys. And
yeah, I heard about that.
Riddle was originally supposed to win. This is where Shane got fired. Him and Vince went at it. Shane wanted the following people to win the Rumble: Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, AJ Styles. Vince did not like that idea. So what does Vince do? He goes back to the past. And he goes back to a man who's been down our throat. You know what? This man, Brock Lesnar, has been down our throats more than Charlotte has. So Charlotte, congratulations. Your shoving stick has been moved to Brock. Brock loses to Bobby Lashley in a match that everybody wanted to see, and everybody hated the finish because nobody wanted to see Roman Reigns come out there and disrupt their once-in-a-lifetime match.
I did.
I mean, we all knew it was going to happen, but at the same time, when that happened, what does Vince does? No surprises in the Royal Rumble. I mean, yeah, you can say Bad Bunny, Knoxville. Well, Knoxville was in. Shane and Bad Bunny as the last two to be in. Okay, who's number 30? You know, who we were saying number 30 could have been. We were saying Moose. We said who else did we say? We said Moose. We said a lot of people. There was the rumor of Chris Jericho, Cody Rhodes, and even though they were at St. Louis, what you do? You go back to Brock. And what happens? Brock suplex F5, throwing people off the ring, and Brock Lesnar is once again for the third time. Yeah, Brock has won this goddamn Rumble 3 fucking times. 3.
Twice.
Twice?
Twice.
2.
He hit twice?
No,
I thought
no.
he won 3.
No. 2. Only 2. Stone Cold still on the person that won it 3 times.
Okay,
it's just that now Brock, Randy, and John has won it 3 times. I mean, twice. Okay. All right. Because I know Brock won in 03. And I'm pretty sure he won one in one of those years. I'm probably wrong, but thank you, Dub, for keeping me updated with that. I'm probably wrong, but you know, yeah. So Brock is the only one that can win. That has got 2. He joins Randy and Cena and all of that. I still say my question to you gentlemen is this, and the answer for me is yes, automatic. Is Vince McMahon relying on Brock Lesnar way too much? Shoving Brock down our throats.
Yeah.
Can I go? And I'm gonna tell you why. Even though that I was at some point that I didn't mind Brock Lesnar coming back, but now it's a bit too much. It's getting to a point where you letting Brock Lesnar come back and be a part-time champion. Understand that like I said, I knew he was going to lose to Bobby Lashley, and I knew he was going to jump into the Royal Rumble. I tried to tell Goolie this, but Goolie was a little bit optimistic about it might not happen. He was like on the fence, so it might not happen, then it might happen. But I knew, guaranteed, 1,000% that was going to happen. And I understand you want to bring Ronda. We're going to get to Ronda Rousey as well. But you want to bring Brock Lesnar and Ronda Rousey back, 2 part-time former MMA/UFC fighters to come in and try to be your savior of the WWE. This is just terrible booking. What is the point of you signing a contract for WWE and you busting your behind coming up from NXT, going all the way to the main roster just to be shitted on because Brock Lesnar is your savior in ratings? Come on now. It's just like now it's getting to a point where yes, it was good to see Brock Lesnar back, but now it's getting to a point where we don't want to see Brock Lesnar again. Same thing with the whole Goldberg situation. It's like, just stay home and be old, okay?
Go be a father. Bro, look, to piggyback off of that. to piggyback off of that, check this.
Stay home and be old.
So
Ronda,
go home and be old and be a soccer dad. Just to drive a van with a bunch of kids and take them to soccer games. Please do it.
Vince,
I'm sick of this, man. I'm just tired. I'm tired.
Break the hip of Sable.
To piggyback off that, Ronda signed a 1-year deal, right?
Yep.
All right, boom. So she's gonna be champion for that year. So that year's over. She leaves. Now you back at square one. So what was the point?
Exactly.
Because you're not gonna build nobody up in that time frame in between.
That's weird.
So Dub, D gave out his thing. Brock Vince using Brock too much.
Man, I was saying this 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, bro. Like,
well, then bring the 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Bring it on here so the whole world can see it.
No, that rhymes. There you go.
It don't make sense because it's basically the same thing with Ronda. You're gonna build him to be champion for what? So they trying to build to what? Champion versus champion. All right, cool. We do champion versus champion at WrestleMania. Are you gonna make Brock win and let him be unified? Or are you gonna let Roman win and let him unified? You let Roman win and let him unified. Cool. I'm cool with that because you still building on head of the table, acknowledge me, all that jazz. Cool. But if you let him Brock win it, he take it. Now what? Now he only gonna be there 7 times out the rest of the year?
Yep. And it's like our friend Marquis, shout outs to him. What did he say? All my man has to do is just show up. That's all he got to do. He gets paid to show up. He don't even have to do anything. All he has to do is come
$500,000 just to pull up to the building.
$500,000. D,
Right.
$500,000. That's like if D, oh my God. No, I'm gonna bring his name up. What it's like if we had Gangrene David back, but Gangrene David only does like 4 appearances a year on the network, and D is paying him $500,000 just to show up. Even though I know D is.
And this is why I'll never be the Vince McMahon of the network, because I would never do no dumb shit like that.
Because that's unreal. Why would you give a part timer all that money and you got Mitch, myself, Key, Jake, and all these others that we busting their ass for the network, and then D pulls out this maneuver. Hell no, everybody's gonna feel some type of way. But
not
Mitch,
understood if you brought them in and you building them to have them put somebody else over that you're gonna have, run this thing for like the next 4 to 5 years or something like that. But you're just bringing this man in because you talking about we need a spike in ratings. We got to beat them in the ratings. Nigga, fuck your ratings, bro. Give me a good show, bro. Fuck your ratings, bro.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle should have.
He's just ratings driven. That's the problem. He's just ratings driven,
and that's the problem.
He's getting behind by AEW. He's getting treated like WCW treated him back in the day, and you have no answer to counter that at all.
You want to know how to counteract it? I don't know. Listen to your wrestlers. Listen to their ideas. Even Chris Jericho said it best. When you have to wait over 2 hours. 2 hours. Remember, Jericho was waiting 2 to 4 hours in this man's office so he can give him that idea. Remember the idea with Kevin Owens and Jericho?
Right. I remember that.
Like 2 to 4 hours. And he even John Moxley said it. Like when you're waiting forever, it wears you out, man.
It does.
Man, my boy gave this man a match idea. He ain't even won that mug yet.
Right. Jericho, creator of Money in the Bank, hasn't even won the damn thing.
How you take somebody's creation and then
even won the damn thing?
That's what happens when you have so much money and so much control.
Oh my God! I'm gonna die a freaking legend. That's how Vince McMahon is. And yes, I pull the Drake. Anyway, Mitch, Brock, Vince using Brock too much, shoving it down our throats.
It has been for like 4, 5, 6, 7 years now.
Here he goes.
Like, I'm getting tired of it. Like, seriously. There's no way that Brock Lesnar is giving you this much ratings. There's no freaking way. I mean, I'm pretty sure they had more ratings when he wasn't even on the show. I'm pretty sure. And there's no way that WWE is going to counter CM Punk and MJF's match. There's no way whatsoever. I'm telling you, this guy is dry. He is old. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Oh my God, Mitch!
He has no balls.
Let Mitch do it. This is good. Let him.
How many times did you watch my video? Did you watch? No, I already let it out in my video. I'm done.
Well,
if you want to hear more, it's in my video.
The F-bomb.
Mitch been dropping F-bombs. He's been dropping B-bombs.
Lord Jesus, he sound like me, and I ain't child.
Mitch is fed up. We're all fed up.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Here, I'm gonna tell you something funny. When I met him, like we were talking about the old time wrestlers like CJ Trombo, all those guys. He's like, how do I say it?
Did he smell like beignet and prune juice? What? It's a logical question.
Dub, get off my screen right now.
Which word, that or AF?
Oh my God. Well, that's a moment. Hey, Key, if you're watching this is a moment. Dub just pulled a funny. That's Dub's third moment on here. Last weekend.
That's all. When we were talking to Vince, he was like so happy. He was glowing about talking about all these old time wrestlers. But I was thinking to myself, where are the new superstars now? I know Cena was there. I know Batista was there during that time. So was Triple H. But I was like, there's no new up-and-comings during that time. So I knew this was coming for like a decade plus.
So around like 02 and 03? Around that time?
I'm trying to think when I met him. I don't think
because Brock Lesnar was in the WWE in 2000.
No, I met him in like 06, 07.
Okay, 06, 07. Okay, John Cena.
I met him in 06, 07.
Cena was established. Rey Mysterio was coming up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Okay, around that time.
Kurt Angle was almost, I asked, where's Batista? And they were like, oh, he's doing a photo shoot. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, I met the Sandman then. Like all those guys.
Oh well, for me, we already know how I feel personally. I'm not the biggest fan of Brock Lesnar. I've already told y'all that life story about that because around 2002, and this is for the people that don't know. Back in 2002, I wasn't ready for the rise of Brock Lesnar. I was still on guys like The Rock, Austin, Triple H, Angle. I was still in Taker. I was still on those guys. And when Brock won at SummerSlam 2002, even though I knew it was going to happen, I thought it was going to suck. I was like, okay, he can do destruction, but he can't cut a goddamn promo. He has to have Paul Heyman with him and all of that. But then coming through the years of 2002 and 03, Goolie adjusted. Okay, I adjusted to Brock. Granted, Brock still couldn't. Oh God! If you look at 03 and 04,
you want the full screen, Goolie?
I guess because I'm not gonna rant and rave like that. But around like
the rant and rave one, I think is really self-explanatory of how WWE is running things.
It's just like, you know, Brock was new, he was fresh, and everybody loved him. Don't get me wrong, but I was still guys like how Paul Heyman got that that promo when he says, when people say Hulk Hogan, they go, yeah, but Macho Man Randy Savage. When they say Macho Man Randy Savage, they go, yeah, but Ric Flair. Now, coming up to me, every time when somebody say, oh, Brock Lesnar is the greatest freaking thing that happened for wrestling, he's unbeatable. Yeah, but Kurt Angle. Yeah, but John Cena. Yeah, but Randy Orton. And here's my thing. Like, I don't hate Brock Lesnar as a person. I don't. So I don't want anybody here getting twisted. Oh, yeah, he's saying he's
sick of this man being an ace in the hole, bro. Get off his dick. God.
No, it is official. The Colts is getting Gus Bradley as the defensive coordinator.
Dub, I'm sorry. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Dub's dead inside.
No, Dub, I'm sorry.
I just got the tweet. I'm sorry, Dub.
Bro. Yeah, Gus Bradley is an ass of a defensive coordinator. Oh my God,
Can Jonathan Gannon please go to Texans? Please.
Don't do that. Don't do that to Donte, Mitch. Don't put him through that.
Gannon's going to the Saints. There's been the talk that he could go to the Saints.
You know what's funny though? Either. You know what's funny though? What if Jonathan Gannon is
good with the
better
Saints.
head coach in New Orleans than he is in Philadelphia?
Oh my God,
Better.
Philly will go in. Philly
I'm fine with it.
Mitch, stop. You would go insane. You would go insane saying, why you didn't do this in Philly?
No, I would be like, it sucked for you. I'm one of those guys, I feel like I want you to do good. If it's not in Philly, oh well. That's how I look of it.
All right. Okay, I respect that because that's how I feel about Mitchell Trubisky. I felt like we didn't give him a fair chance, and our head coach damn sure didn't give him a chance. I'm not saying his full freaking name because he doesn't deserve a full name. His name is MN. MN. That's the old initials, MN. But yeah, with Brock, it's just like, and then when Brock left in 04 to become a football player, and yes, if you have Madden 04 or 05, he is on the freaking roster.
Yeah.
And he looks like trash on the PS2 graphics. He looks like
Roman Reigns in Madden once.
Yep.
I don't know. Freaking Baron Corbin was in Madden.
Yeah.
But when was Roman Reigns in it?
I don't know what year Roman was.
What year it was when he was trying out for the team and whatnot.
So yeah, it's just amazing to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Brock couldn't handle traveling. He couldn't handle, the pressure of being a superstar. And WWE put all their time and effort, and why you think they put Goldberg over? Because they still believe, we can bring back Goldberg. We're not going to bring back somebody we established to be this monster that we build for 2.5 years, and he freaking leaves to go to the NFL, fails in that, goes to actually, what did Brock do after that? He didn't do MMA. He went back to wrestling for New Japan for a minute. And then I think he lost to Shinsuke Nakamura in New Japan. I could be wrong on that. Then go to MMA. Then comes back in 2012? I ain't gonna lie. When Brock came back in 2012, I was shocked. I was happy a little bit. Yeah, Goolie was happy that Brock was back. But when I saw Brock in the ring with his match against Cena, his matches against Triple H, I'm like, okay, this is not the same Brock. This is not the same Brock. Like, this was the Brock I saw that can do a shooting star press, but he's not doing that. He's doing suplexes. He got like a new submission hold where it breaks people's freaking arm. And then that whole Suplex City thing. Jesus Christ. And I'm sorry, if you don't think Brock Lesnar's being shoved down your freaking throats, does anybody remember when the WWE thought it was a great idea around, what was it, when he beat the crap out of Cena? Was it 13 or 14? I think it was 14.
I think it was 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
SummerSlam match?
Yeah, SummerSlam match. Everybody was happy as hell. As for me, I was like, this is bullcrap. Why is Cena getting suplexed to hell and back? And that's your main event? And of course, the Cena haters loved it. But for me, as a Cena lover back then, I was like, well, damn, this sucks. I was expecting the same match that they had at Extreme Rules, which I have under DC.
You know what's sad? Sorry to cut you off, but I predicted that Brock was going to beat Undertaker. I freaking predicted that. Like, I knew it was coming.
And now since you predicted that, I'm blaming you for the reason why it happened.
Go for it. I don't care. I got it right.
No, I don't know, because you wanted, technically you wanted to streak the end and you jinxed it.
Because I didn't. Who else was going to do it at that time?
At that time, for real, if you really wanted somebody to do it, Michael should have
did
it.
You made a bet.
Michael should have did it.
Michaels, yeah, I agree.
Michael should have did it. If I'm Michaels or Triple H, one of them two should have did it. And me, the reason why I say Michaels, because even though that y'all might say, even though y'all might say that, Triple H and Undertaker had the better WrestleMania matches, I disagree.
No, I
disagree. I don't care about the Hell in the Cell and the Street Fight and all that and all the other stuff that they did. Michaels and Undertaker had a feud so one of the biggest feuds in the air in the
Attitude Era and the
Attitude
personal
Era.
and personally out and outside the ring too. Because remember, Taker was a company guy, and Michaels would not play ball, and Taker was the one.
They worked together so well in a goddamn ring, like bruh.
WrestleMania 25.
I do not have Michaels out of all people retire the Undertaker.
Yeah, I mean, personally, to me,
didn't win. Who else were going to do it after him?
Personally, if you want to be technical, CM Punk could have broke it too.
CM Punk could have did it.
Because Punk was he was the number one heel in the company at the time, and it was somebody younger, and plus Punk was hot shit back in 11, 12, and 13. Hell, if they would have had Punk break it, how much you want to bet Punk would still be in the WWE?
I'm not opposed to Punk being one of the people that did it, but you said if it wasn't Brock,
Randy Orton,
like Randy, he actually wanted Randy to be the one to do it. But you said if it wasn't Brock, then who? Honestly, I wasn't too fucked up about letting it be Bray Wyatt to let him do it.
The new face of fear. There you go.
The whole new face of fear thing.
Instead, we got Bray Wyatt
wrote itself.
Bugs in the ring.
Or sure, you know what? Maybe Finn Balor, Demon Finn at that, or better yet, Gunslinger Finn. That video that I showed you, Dub, when Finn was a gunslinger.
When was that? What year was that?
Gunslinger was like around when he was in New Japan, when he was the part of Bullet Club. He would dress up like Venom, Carnage. His whole body would be fully painted.
Right. I didn't watch
and he was calling himself the Prince. He was calling himself the Prince. And shoot, that would have been cool. He was a gunslinger. Like, I mean, why not? Okay, the oldest gunman in the West taking on the Billy the Kid. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Billy the Kid gonna beat that old Western. But back to Brock, real quick. Yeah, this whole Suplex City thing, I'm not a big fan of. At first, I was for a moment, and then the fans. Oh, jumping Jesus Christ, the fan base.
Earl, what's good?
The fan base was out of control. I had Smarks coming after me. Hell, even Smart Busters coming after me saying, "Oh, Brock is this, Brock is that." I'm like, y'all, if y'all like Brock, fine, but why would WWE put their title on a guy who's not only part-time, but won't even be there for the whole year? He held that belt for like a year and a half. So that means that told me that the WWE title don't mean shit to the WWE. Because let's be honest here. If your champion wasn't, and this is where WWE dropped the ball with the Intercontinental title, if your champion wasn't there to make the show, what was your secondary main event? The IC title, correct?
Right.
That was the second belt. Then no, you guys decided to bring the Universal title, and oh my God, that
John L. Jackson, I have to disagree.
That red ugly belt.
I have.
His fan base is toxic. But yeah, Brock Lesnar's toxic. He's being shoved down our throats. I'm sorry for all the Charlotte fanboys in the world. I'm sorry. Charlotte still gets in our throats, but that's not nearly as bad. Well, I take that back. Charlotte for the women, Brock for the men. You get the best of both worlds, and it tastes like failure. Pause.
Yeah. So, D, you said you would disagree with.
I disagree if Shawn Michaels didn't want to retire the Undertaker. I disagree with that. I think so. If he didn't want to, then why did he want the Undertaker to retire him? If he didn't want to do it,
I think it was at the time when Shawn was like the writing was on the wall with Shawn at that point. Because
I think we should have got a part 3
after WrestleMania 25.
In my opinion.
There's actually is a part 3. If you want a part 3, you have to play WWE All Stars to do it.
No, forget all that. I don't want nothing video game. I need to see a part 3.
I'm not doing Saudi Arabia. That match was trash, and for everybody that defended that match, shame on you.
Oh, that match was god awful.
Shame on you. And the fact that DX beat the Brothers of Destruction really pissed me off too. I'm like, look, I love DX, but this is Undertaker and Kane. These are the same two men that buried each other alive for fun. Undertaker burned the house down. He burned the house down.
Remember when Triple H beat Sting?
Oh my God!
Hated that.
I hated that too. I thought Sting was supposed to win that.
I didn't care. I didn't care for the match at all.
I love the match.
No offense, Goolie, to Sting, but it just wasn't. I just didn't want that match.
It was a dream match for sure.
Run with them was
Triple H and Sting is not a dream match. I'm sorry.
His whole run with them was fucked up. They did him dirty the whole run.
The sledgehammer versus the baseball bat.
They're two different styles. I can't see I just can't see them two as a dream match. I knew that they're gonna have some way have DX come out. I knew some way they're gonna have NWO come out.
But having the NWO came out made no sense because to me,
I think was predicted.
I didn't expect Triple H to beat Sting the way he did, and I did not expect the fact of DX versus NWO. Now, granted, we knew why Triple H beat Sting though. I know.
I was like a NWO thing. Yeah, that was predictable. The only thing that threw me for a loop was why did NWO come out to help Sting?
Right, and Sting was the one that was fighting alongside. Now, if it was like the Wolfpack NWO, okay, now that would make sense because Sting was a part of the Wolfpack. But yeah, having the NWO come out there and just helping Sting just made no sense to me. It made no sense to me. Like Sting, Triple H was a dream match, but the one match I think we all wanted to see was Sting versus The Undertaker. Instead, at that WrestleMania 31, which is still a good WrestleMania, we had Undertaker versus Bray Wyatt. If the streak was still intact, that would have been great to have Bray Wyatt win over there. And then having Sting beat Triple H, and then I don't know, maybe Sting being the one. If I was booking Sting versus Taker, let Sting be the one to have The Undertaker come back to wrestle one more match, and then Taker would retire. Granted, Taker wanted Roman Reigns to beat the streak if the streak was still alive. Now that I wouldn't mind because Roman's new. Roman Reigns.
No.
Roman's new. No. I get it.
Roman's is not even worthy of being in the ring with The Undertaker.
Well, Taker wanted. Taker said that if the streak was still around, he wanted Roman to break it.
Undertaker was smoking crack when he said that shit.
I can't say all that. No. It's something new or something.
Was that the only match Sting wrestled when he came back?
I would put Seth Rollins in there over Roman Reigns.
To be honest, there's one match I wish we would have seen at WrestleMania, but unfortunately we can't. We have SmackDown versus Raw 07 for that. Undertaker versus Chris Benoit. Well, why not Benoit break it? Shoot, Benoit.
Yeah, but Benoit was at the time. Benoit was already out.
Yeah, I know. Or Eddie.
All that. Well,
Eddie versus Taker. What about Eddie? What about Eddie Guerrero? What if Eddie would have broke the streak? Him lying, cheating, and stealing his way out.
If they were still alive, though.
If they were still alive. Hell, like the WrestleMania 22, instead of HBK versus Vince McMahon, that wasn't the original plan. The plan was Eddie Guerrero versus Shawn Michaels. Now imagine that.
I didn't know that.
That was the original plan, and here was the plan for it. It was going to be for the World Heavyweight title. So Rey Mysterio's title run would have never happened. Rey and Batista would have been tag team champions coming out of Mania. Right. The main event would have been a dream match, Eddie versus Shawn, and I think Shawn was going to let Eddie go over, which is, dude, can you imagine Eddie Guerrero versus Shawn Michaels? Can you imagine that? Eddie lying, cheating, and stealing away. Maybe that should be a debate next week. Can Eddie Guerrero out WrestleMania, Mr. WrestleMania?
No.
I mean, we all know Eddie can wrestle, and we all know Shawn can wrestle too.
I know.
The Frog Splash versus the Sweet Chin Music. Come on, that writes itself.
It's gonna be a good one. It would be really good.
It would have been way better than Hogan versus HBK. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that, because that match is garbage. Oh my God,
that's awful.
The fact that my man oversold everything Hogan was doing. All right, so we've already got to Vince. Vince is overusing the hell out of Brock. It's not going to change unless Brock tears his meniscus, ACL, or whatever the hell, and we don't see Brock for 2 years, or he puts a baby in a 60-year-old Sable. But but yeah. Anyway, next on the list, and this is for all you Ronda Rousey fanboys. Let me tell you guys this about this. Ronda Rousey wins the Women's Royal Rumble. Originally, that wasn't the plan, of course. But when Bleacher Report broke out the news that Ronda Rousey was coming back, I didn't want Ronda to win this thing personally. There was the rumor that it was supposed to be Bianca Belair winning the Women's Royal Rumble for the second time. There was also Sasha Banks, and then there was also Lita winning the Rumble. Out of those three women, those were supposed to win. Some say Liv Morgan, but Vince was done with Liv at this point. So Ronda Rousey comes back after missing 2.5 freaking years of wrestling, talking bad about the sport, talking bad about the fans, calling Charlotte by her real name, calling Becky by her real name. She did it again at Monday Night Raw. Instead of calling her Becky, calling her Rebecca. Okay. So, my question to you, gentlemen, and this is for all the Ronda Rousey fanboys. Are you really happy that Ronda won this thing after missing 2.5 years and just basically dogging out the wrestling business, dogging out the sport in general? Can any of you gentlemen, and even some people in the chat, can you justify this? Because if you are one of those people that are justifying it, I would love to hear your
that's my door. Hold on.
I would love to hear y'all reaction. So is this justifiable? Is this justified? Can this be John Justice? Or did Vince McMahon again and let a part-timer, I can't even call it a part-timer, letting somebody that disrespected your business, your brand, and watch every smart gonna say, it was a part of a storyline. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Because remember, Vince still was paying this woman to sit home, paying this woman to have sex, paying this woman to have a baby in her. He could have been let Ronda go, but he didn't. He kept Ronda on the payroll. So let's start off with Mitch. Is this justifiable? Is this redeemable? What exactly is this? And nothing against Ronda, even actually, all of it's against Ronda.
It's against Ronda because what he had to say about the fans.
Yeah, what she said about the fans. It's against Ronda. What you said about the fans.
So,
how are you going to disrespect the wrestling fans like that? No. No.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this one time. What's the point of bringing in Bianca Belair? What is the point in bringing in, Shotzi Blackheart? What is the point in bringing in all these girls just to bring in a Ronda Rousey just to come and win it again? What is the point of bringing Sasha Banks back to look like a Sailor Moon? Even though I'm not a fan of Sasha Banks, but I'm going to feel some type of way about this because Sasha Banks came off of an injury. Y'all brought her back as Sailor Moon. Y'all didn't bring her back as the boss, and she loses not even midway through the Royal Rumble. Like, bruh, for Ronda Rousey, stop playing WWE. Y'all know Ronda Rousey is not that big of a name like she used to be. She's not the Ronda Rousey that came on with The Rock at WrestleMania. She's not that girl anymore because since she lost, now she want to be happy Ronda Rousey. Stop it.
It wasn't even happy. She was still the same character that she was when she left.
I'm just.
She's also a tweener.
She's a female Brock Lesnar, and it sucks that you have girls like Sasha Banks, Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, even a Nikki Ash, even though Nikki Ash is not even that great, but still.
Shayna Baszler.
That was my pick from the rip.
Shirai, and she's not even on the main roster yet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you bring in these girls? You develop them and you bring them up to the main roster. That's like going to that's like the NBA. You get drafted out of college, right? And you get bumped down to the G League. You get bumped out of the G League and you succeed in a G League and you get moved up and you don't see a goddamn time on the basketball court.
Paul Reed.
That's exactly what this is.
My 2K character on 2K20.
It's bad.
Paul Reed.
But let's go with Mitch. The Spotlight got out his thing. So Spotlight
is not a wrestler. She's terrible. She's freaking terrible.
All right. So it was predictable. As soon as I saw that thing from Bleacher Report, I freaking knew it. That's why I put it at 1 for my pick'em. Like, it's common sense here. And Ronda, it is not justified. It is not. Ronda is what is going to happen. She's not going to bring in ratings. She's going to be. I heard it's going to be either between Ronda versus Charlotte again, or Ronda versus Becky, or it's going to be all three and unify it.
Oh my God!
It's going to be between one of those three.
I can see them doing that. I can see them doing
Mark
that.
my words. It's going to be those three.
And then watch WWE say, "Oh, it's 3 years in the making." No, it is not 3 years in the making. Because remember, the match ended with a crucifix pin. No, and all three women can make you tap out. Not in between the legs category. Well, maybe Becky, but Charlotte got the figure 8. It looked like it can give you a permanent cramp. Becky can break your arm.
Permanent cramp.
A permanent cramp. Becky can break your arm, and Ronda can twist your arm. Ask Stephanie. So, and it ends in a crucifix? What? And oh my God, this pacer. Oh my God, Dub, it is empty. It's empty in Baker's life.
What is it?
I already know it.
Bro, it's empty, bro. It's empty. It's empty in Pacer Stadium right now. Why? Because the game's about to start for the Bulls and Pacers. There's not a single soul. There's not a single soul in Bankers Life, or sorry, Casino Fieldhouse.
Oh my
There's
God.
no dude. They were selling these tickets for $20. But
I just gotta say this.
I don't know why they didn't cancel this game. I don't know why they didn't cancel it.
I just gotta say this. My guy Earl put it up in the chat earlier. Let me find it right here.
Highlight it.
Ronda sucks on the mic. Right there. That tells you if you're trying to build up for Mania, you need someone to do promos. Ronda's not it. Like Ronda is terrible.
You know what's sad about it is?
awful.
What you know what's sad about it is, Mitch? That her wrestling ability is better than her promos.
Yeah.
Why haven't they given her a mouthpiece?
You're giving them
Wait,
ideas.
I thought she had a mouthpiece on when she wrestled.
No.
No, like a Paul Heyman.
Like a Paul Heyman. Why haven't they given her somebody to do her promos?
To be honest, though, if she was Vicky can't do it. The only person that could probably promote Ronda as a serious threat can be her mouthpiece. I know a lot of people.
MVP.
I wouldn't even say Paul Heyman MVP. Why not a woman to do it? I mean, the only person I could see doing it if she wasn't wrestling, Selena Vega can hype up Ronda, or better yet, why not Stephanie McMahon? I mean,
Natalia.
or Natty, or shoot, Sonya Deville for that matter. Because Sonya used to do MMA
I wouldn't say Natty, but I'll definitely say Sonya Deville.
Sonya Deville, Stephanie McMahon can do it. Who's that one chick? Damn, can't think of her name. Can't think of her name right now. But yeah, there's a few women to do it. Not do a man. No. Just if they're gonna do a man, obviously they would do Ronda's husband more than anything. But yeah. So Mitch, you still got your take, or do we move on to Dub?
Done. And I just have a question. How mad would you guys be more mad if one of the Bella twins won it instead of Ronda?
I'd be furious. I'd be furious in the mud.
You know what? Even the fact that one of the Bella twins would have won it is not Ronda Rousey. I can say that much.
But once again, it's a part-timer.
Yeah,
That's
but you know
the
they're not
problem.
gonna win it though.
That's true too. That is true.
Even if they win the Rumble, you know
That's
they're
a
not
waste
gonna win
of
the belt.
that's a waste of a Rumble.
Even though they win the Rumble, no, honestly, people don't like Nikki Bella, but Nikki Bella can talk on the mic. That's one. And she has evolved as a wrestler. So, I mean, Nikki could have won it, but hey, they want to go with somebody that,
The fact that they are using stock video, even though downtown is completely covered in snow. Shame on you, Indiana Fox Sports. Anyway, Dub City, where's your take on Ronda winning it? Is it justified? Is it what is it? What is this?
Trash. It is bull. Why? Bro, look, listen to me. All right. Sign her for a year. She wins the Rumble. She's going to WrestleMania. She might win. If she wins, she got a year to be champ. And then washing our hands with it all over again. Now we back where we started. When you could have went with Shayna, could have went with Naomi, could have went. Hell, I really was going for Bianca because God damn, she got screwed and never got her chance back at it. Because nigga, what? All right, fine, cool, whatever. All right, you could have done anything. Hell, you could at least let Ivory get an elimination. God damn, let's throw that out.
No. She was due for that. Ivory was due for that. You know what? You reaching with that one. You are reaching with that one.
Just one. It could have been an accidental type shit.
Let me say this. It should have been Sarah Logan. She should have eliminated because Sarah Logan was the only one.
You know what's crazy that you mentioned that? I forgot she came back. That's how dirty they did her.
I forgot too. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot too.
Here's the thing about Ivory, and I love the fact. First off, for a 60-year-old woman, she does not age. 60 where? The fact that Ivory is 60, I'm like, 60 where? You do not look 60. You look like you 30, 40, 45.
But nah, her winning.
Carrot juice is a mug. I'm telling you, carrot juice.
Her winning was
not
a travesty.
Carrot juice.
It was a travesty. That's like you said, the female Brock Lesnar. You brought her back because you believe she's going to boost ratings, and she's probably not.
It's a slap to the face. It's a slap to the face to all wrestling fans. I mean, she talked dirty.
Wrestling fans, it's a slap in the face to women's wrestling in itself.
It's a slap in the face to all the motherfuckers that was in that match that actually thought they had a chance to win something.
Let me say this in my piece with Ronda, and for every Ronda fanboy out there that was happy that Ronda won the thing. Number one, how can you justify it? I mean, granted, if you're happy that she won it, more power to you. But ask yourself this question. When she called you an asshole, when she called you, you believe everything that people say about you. When you say this, say that, do this, she says all of these horrible things about us. Why would you support her? Why would you support somebody like that? Just like when people can say, oh, how can you support Brock Lesnar when he say he hates people? If you actually look at the society, though, I can justify Brock's hatred of people because people do suck.
But see, there's a difference between.
I kind of disagree because this is what my thing with the whole situation with Ronda Rousey. She talked shit about the WWE for the whole 2 years she was out.
She was out. Yeah.
The whole 2 years. I understood that, like, Vince McMahon, like, are you that fucking gullible? She just came in just to take money. Hello.
But remember, she was still under contract with the WWE while she was off.
But there's a difference between being in character and just shooting off at the mouth.
Yeah, you don't do that. You don't. It was just it's just not professional. It wasn't professional at all. And the fact that she won the Rumble was a slap to the face of the following women who should have won it, in my opinion. Mickey James, it was a slap to the face to her. Oh, and y'all saying Sarah Logan was done? Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
We're not gonna let Mickey James win that Rumble.
I know, but hold on. But in a different universe, and there is a such thing as a different universe, it probably could have happened. But also, how about this
universe?
A parallel universe, basically. Also, how about this? How about this one? Y'all saying that Sarah Logan was done dirty? What about Melina? Melina was done horribly.
Oh, I think she wasn't supposed to get eliminated.
She wasn't, and she was crying her head off. And apparently,
Karma got dirty too.
Karma. Who else got dirty? Dawn Marie got done dirty. Remember when she was pregnant? They fired her when she was pregnant.
Nia Jax.
They did her dirty, and Nia Jax basically more power to Nia
Jax for a long time, but she just didn't progress, so I don't really care for her.
But Nia Jax, what she said, hey, they asked her, "Do you want to come back?" What she say? She said, "Fuck no." She told them, "Fuck no," she ain't coming back. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad at Nia for not showing up to this Rumble. I'm not mad at any. And here's another thing about the female surprises. Yeah, you went back old school, but let me ask y'all the question. Where the hell was Io Shirai? Io Shirai should have been number 30, in my opinion.
Where was
Io and Shotzi. They took away Shotzi. No Alexa Bliss. No Asuka. And here's the thing about Shotzi.
I think it's the reasoning behind Alexa Bliss. I think they're still trying to get her new character together, in my opinion.
The fact that she still got that
Are they
creepy
still trying
doll.
to have her do
I don't think.
that,
I don't. It depends on what character that she has.
The character is still Dub, as the Bulls are just creaming the Pacers 10-0 right now. But yeah, it's just unbelievable. Yeah, Bailey, and Bailey was throwing shade.
I want to watch it.
Did you guys hear what
Bailey
happened
threw
with,
shade?
Did you guys hear what happened with Alexa Bliss? Like, as soon as Ronda Rousey won it, she tweeted out like a surprise GIF or whatever, and WWE made her take it down, and then she tweeted, "Congrats, Ronda."
Yeah, because they wow. God damn. Who's Molly Holly? Oh my God. Molly Holly could have won the damn thing. Even with her as Mighty Molly.
I would have definitely boycotted if she won.
My boy said I would have definitely boycotted.
But basically what I'm saying is like there were so many women on the NXT. There was no NXT. Think about this, y'all. There was no NXT women's wrestler for both the men and the women's Royal Rumble.
There was no NXT whatsoever.
Which is crazy to me. I mean, you got Mandy Rose, who's killing it over there in NXT. You got Io Shirai. You got all these other women. Raquel Gonzalez couldn't make an appearance at this Rumble. Really?
You know who else was done dirty?
Yeah, I can watch the game. Oh, my bad.
This one was done so dirty. I'm surprised someone's even talking about her now. Ember Moon.
Ember Moon wasn't coming back.
I know. Ember Moon got injured. They done her dirty, though.
They done a lot of women
dirty. Ember Moon dirty since she stepped foot in the WWE.
No, in the main roster, they did her dirty because she had a great run in NXT. I thought she should have been the one to beat Asuka, in my opinion.
But you knew that was not going to happen.
Because it's Vince McMahon.
Of course. No
Tommaso Ciampa. You're right.
Ciampa. Oh, that's what I was hoping for number 30 to be. Ciampa.
Yeah. Nothing. This Royal Rumble. Now, granted, the women's Royal Rumble was good, but no surprises. I'm sorry. I'm going to equally say it because I have the balls to say it. Royal Rumble 2022 is the worst Royal Rumble I've ever seen since 2013. And who won it in 2013? Batista. And I'm a Batista fan, but I wasn't happy that Batista didn't win it.
When Reigns won it.
No, I didn't have a problem. Well, now with 2014, I didn't have a problem with Roman winning because I knew it was going to happen because WWE liked him at that time. Well, they still do. But, they were pushing down on our throats and too early, in my opinion. And second, Daniel Bryan was back. Yeah, Bryan was back, and Bryan personally should have won the Rumble, but at the same time, I didn't want Bryan to take on Brock because, y'all can hate me for this, I don't trust Brock with a returning from neck injury Daniel Bryan. No, I refuse. I rebuke thee in the name. In other words,
not rebuke. I can't.
I rebuke thee in the name. I rebuke thee. Yes. Shoot, I rebuke thee. I rebuke thee. Okay. Now here's what
I rebuke. Boom.
I rebuke thee in the name of Jesus. I don't trust Brock Lesnar to literally have a match with Daniel Bryan, and the fact he could cripple him at WrestleMania, I would have fired Brock then and there. And you know what? Personally, I would have done this: Roman versus Brock versus
Roman.
Hold on, this is 14. So Roman versus Brock versus Bryan. Bryan wins. He pins instead of Brock because fans will lose their crap if they had the little guy pin a big beefy wrestler. Pause. Okay, have him pin.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that one, but okay.
Have him pin Roman, and you know what I would have done after that? Have Seth Rollins cashed in on Bryan and have Seth win. Boom. The fans go home happy. Well, they thought they're going home happy. They come off disappointed because Daniel Bryan's their Lord and Savior.
Speaking of Bryan, him and Mox.
Wow things
as a team.
I would like to see it.
I'm very curious to see what that would be like.
I would like to see it. I would.
Here's the one thing I have against that.
What's up?
Maybe I had too much WWE stuck in my brain and I can't get it out. If they pair them both up, Moxley and Danielson, I feel like they're going to push them to the moon and forget all the other tag teams. But maybe that's too much WWE in my head.
I mean, it's a possibility, but I think it's a possibility. I agree with that.
It's possible, but I don't think they would do that because, like you said, that's too WWE booking. I say let them do it, but in the first half of it, you know what I'm saying, let them go through some turmoil. You know what I'm saying? They not winning straight off the bat because, you know what I'm saying, they both coming from that alpha male type shit, you know what I'm saying? So They gotta find a way. Oh Lord, I can't believe I'm saying it. Find a way of coexisting.
He said it. He said the C word, not that C word, the other C word.
They coexist together.
Here's another thing that also back to the Ronda situation. Here was the original plan. We'll get to WrestleMania, what's WrestleMania looking like, and what the original ideas for WrestleMania will go through. The other thing with Ronda, though, if Ronda was not in this, I would have been perfectly fine with Bianca Belair winning it twice. I would have been fine. Have not only the first black woman to not only win the damn thing, but to do it back to back. GOAT status, as far as I'm concerned.
Who's the last one to win it back to back?
What, the women or men?
Men.
Like, who was the last one to win a Royal Rumble back to back?
Austin. No. Michaels. Nobody has done it since Michaels.
Oh,
Michaels 95, 96.
Okay.
Nobody has ever went back to back. Well, Austin won 3. I mean, Austin won 98. He won. Oh wait, no. He won 97. He won 90. Nope. Austin did win back to back. 97 and 98. Austin and Michaels are the only two that went back to back. And then Austin won in 2001, which is, to me, in my opinion, is still the greatest Royal Rumble. A lot of people are going to say 1991, 1992. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I have watched that Rumble where Ric Flair won the championship. Okay, I'll give you that one. But I'm sorry, nothing can touch. Because here's the thing. Name me a Royal Rumble where it was based off of 3 sections. There was 3 type of stories going into the Rumble. You had your Drew Carey moment. Then you had the Hardcore moment. Then you had the Rock moment. And then you had Austin and Triple H. Just watch Royal Rumble 2001 and you'll understand why I say that Royal Rumble is probably the best Royal Rumble of all time, in my opinion. I don't think there's not another Rumble that we've had since that can come close. I mean,
Shinsuke won it.
Shinsuke was good, but I'm talking about Shinsuke. Like Royal Rumbles used to have stories with it.
I know.
Like, for instance, 04, Benoit being what, number 1?
Actually,
Benoit being 1
back to back.
Hulk Hogan,
Michaels won back to back.
Austin
won back to back.
We don't count the racist Hulk Hogan. We don't count him. We don't count him.
What I'm seeing, I think them the only 3.
So Hogan, Austin, and Michaels.
Yep, those are the only 3.
Personally, I would have loved it. Was this the worst Royal Rumble pay-per-view you ever seen? It was for me. No build-up, boring matches, no surprises.
Yep.
It is. I think it's the worst. People say 2014 was the worst because Roman. No, I still say 13 was bad.
So will
that's
the
when
worst Elimination Chamber?
Well, Elimination Chamber, this might be the most predictable. And speaking of Elimination Chamber, I'm glad Dub said it. Elimination Chamber. What is Elimination Chamber looking like? What have they fluffed up and what have they done right? Okay.
They have done nothing right.
Hold on. What have they done right?
This is called the unelimination chamber. The fact that it's Saudi Arabia, I definitely don't want to watch it now because of the fact that it's Saudi Arabia.
What you got against Saudis?
Oh my God!
Those events don't succeed.
They don't, and we sat through Crown Jewel. That was terrible.
Remember, Shane McMahon is the best wrestler in the world. Don't you ever forget that.
You know what, Dub?
No, he got a trophy and everything, bro. What you want me to do?
No. How about this one? Titus O'Neil had the greatest Royal Rumble entrance ever. The greatest.
Titus World Slide.
Yeah, when he fell. When he fell.
Yes.
Titus World Slide.
He was hanging out with my man was going over the rainbow with Hornswoggle's mom. Okay, don't get mad at that. He went over the rainbow.
You know what's my favorite Rumble though? My favorite Rumble is the one Rey Mysterio won.
That was 06. Yep, 2006 was good. Yeah, Ray was what number? Ray was number 2, and I think Ray was number 1, and I think Triple H was 2. 2 or 1. I don't remember. But
he was 1 or 2. God damn it, he was something.
Because Triple H was Ray was number 2. Triple H was number 1. That was shocking. I didn't expect Triple H to be number 1 in the Rumble. I was like,
okay,
what? I was like,
all right now.
All righty then. Like, well, okay. Triple H is going to be the Iron Man. Nope. Triple H gets eliminated halfway through the damn thing. I'm like, wow.
And that was Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, Ray eliminated him, and then he beats the crap out of Ray because of it. That's another match I don't think we never seen. Rey Mysterio versus Triple H. I don't think we ever seen that. I
mean, we did see Rey Mysterio versus the Great Khali. We did see Rey Mysterio versus Big Show. We did
stop.
The who?
What?
You said who versus Great Khali?
Rey Mysterio.
Oh hell!
No, I'm talking good matches, not mediocrity.
I was just naming WWE BS.
No. I would love to see Triple H versus Rey Mysterio back then. I would have loved to see that. I mean, the biggest little giant in WWE against the biggest goddamn corporate machine ever. I hated 06 Royal Rumble because of Ray. How? And they dedicate that Rumble to Eddie. How?
I gotta remember. I gotta remember the 06 Royal Rumble. I gotta go back and watch it.
Hell, I ain't gonna cap because growing up, I ain't even get to watch them pay-per-views like
hell. The main event of that Rumble was, get this, the Royal Rumble match was not even the main event. The main event was Mark Henry versus Kurt Angle for the World Heavyweight title.
Oh, that's why it's fucking irrelevant because
no, you can't say that. You can't say that because the match was really good because it came out with the most famous. It ain't no benefit of the doubt. Watch the damn show and then you'll understand why there was no benefit of the doubt.
Obviously, I watched it. And it wasn't.
You don't remember the show. Here's the thing.
It wasn't memorable
because you had Kurt Angle just literally freaking destroying Mark Henry with the damn chair. And Mark Henry goes timber through the announcer's table. He beats Mark Henry, and we end off the show with the returning dead man. That, with the Undertaker coming out with a dark horse and chariot, that was still probably one of the most creepiest images. Undertaker's already scary enough as it is, but when the man is coming out with a dark chariot and 2 black horses, and low-key destroys the freaking ring.
Digging holes and taking
souls. And then you had Taz ending off Royal and Taz with the call of the night saying, holy shit, what the hell's going on? I'm like, shoot. Somebody better call the Exorcist. I'm sorry. If the Undertaker is choosing you as your next as his next target, I'm sorry. I'm literally just I would have been like Kurt Angle, like, what the fuck is going on?
Wait, I actually have a question for Dub. I asked both of you guys during AEW when we're watching it. So, Dub, if you were starting a company, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who would be the first guy you would sign right now, current? Any company, who would that first guy be? For me, it was Sammy Guevara.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
03 was a good Rumble. Not going to lie, even though Brock won the shit.
I think D picked Seth Rollins. Ghoulie, who'd you pick?
I think I said Ricochet, I believe.
Yes, I think you said Ricochet.
It's crazy because while you was asking me, the only person that was coming to mind was Adam Cole.
That would be good. I respect that.
Adam Cole, baby.
Yep.
But yeah, let's get back to the Elimination Chamber so far. What are we getting so far? We're getting Elimination Chamber.
The Elimination Chamber.
WWE title on the line. Bobby Lashley defends the championship.
Can I go back to sleep?
An elimination chamber against the following. Okay. Brock Lesnar. Seth Rollins. In fact, I need somebody to look it up because my computer's getting a little bit slow. Mitch, look it up the card.
This is how I feel. This is exactly
I got it. I already know the elimination chamber by heart.
Not the
card.
This is how I feel about the elimination chamber. This is exactly how I feel.
What the fuck? No, judge for that match.
I just need to know the competitors in there.
Yeah,
I know AJ's one of them.
Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar, Matt Riddle.
Yeah.
AJ Styles.
Yay!
And I forget the other two.
Brock Lesnar, AJ. Austin Theory.
Austin Theory's the other one. So
Austin Theory.
I said Bobby, Brock, Austin, Riddle.
Number
Rollins.
6. AJ.
And AJ, that's 6. Okay.
Here's my thing with this, and Kevin Owens put up a really good point. And kudos to the writers for making this. Okay, Seth Rollins doesn't even have a qualifying match, but his performance at the Royal Rumble was enough for him to get in. But Kevin Owens had to compete and then lose to Austin Theory. Really? Lose to Austin Theory? You couldn't let him lose to Finn Balor?
Finn Balor has nowhere been seen.
Ever since that whole thing with Austin Theory.
Of Finn Balor.
Okay, so far we got 3 matches right now.
All right.
You got
the tag team is the Usos against the Viking Raiders.
Yep, the Usos against the Viking Raiders.
Yeah.
And the Usos are going to win that.
WWE.
Becky Lynch versus Lita for the
Now I'm going to say this. Becky Lynch versus Lita is going to be a good match, but it's going to be predictable because there's no way in hell Becky Lynch is losing to Lita.
So you think the Usos are going to beat the Viking Raiders?
Yeah. The Usos are going to beat the Viking Raiders. Usos are holding those belts until Mania.
They shouldn't.
They're holding those belts to Mania. You know damn well who's going to take the belts off the Usos. The reuniting New Day. Big E been moved to SmackDown now. And he's tag team.
I love the New Day.
I know you do, but he's
going to see
that
though.
I do. I love the New Day. I'm not gonna lie. I love the New Day. That shit has always been hilarious to me. I don't want to see that though.
What the flying
pancake? New Day looked like a bunch of gay pride village people. My God, with the uniform doing shit like that. My God, I'm just saying it was good at one point, but my God, bro.
The best run is when they were
time. It's time to split them up.
Yeah,
they're not 8 and 9.
They need to be split up.
I want a unicorn for my birthday.
No, pancakes, or remember Bootios and Booty Juice.
I'm telling you, that was very suspect of Vince McMahon. Very suspect of Vince McMahon.
And the fact that it's $20 a box.
Booty, but the fact that the name Bootios, that's like a Pornhub name.
That sounds like it sounds like so basically it's like what my friend said. So basically
it's like when the low budget porn that you watch on Showtime, they're not really doing each other.
So it's basically Ass the Cereal. It's Ass the Cereal. Ass the Cereal. And here's the thing: they still sell Bootios at the store. They sell it. First off, all those
a box of Bootios in PA,
bruh.
Go to FYE. You'll probably see them in there.
Oh hell no. I don't even think FYE is even a store in Philadelphia anymore. We've shut those down.
Go to one of them malls that everybody don't go to no more. I bet you it's one in there. I bet you're gonna see.
And that's why they still on the shelf, Dub. Because nobody goes to that mall.
You're gonna see Reptar candy bars.
Oh, I want some Reptar candy bars.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Them shits is nasty.
What the? Oh,
them shits is nasty, bro.
No, the one thing. Let's be real. Let's get off topic for a minute since we're talking about Reptar candy bars for a minute. Let's give ourselves a little bit of a break.
I bought 2 of them hoes that day, bro. I'm thinking these hoes gonna be busting. No, they are disgusting, bro. My whole tongue green and shit, nasty.
Oh God! All right.
Wait. Why is Braun Strowman trending? Is there like something I'm missing?
Well, he is in Ring of Honor, and he was now he's on Impact.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Here's how I feel about this whole situation with the elimination. And also, yeah, because it's going to happen on SmackDown. So you already know in the next 25 minutes. Yeah, we're obviously getting Roman versus Goldberg, the match that we were supposed to get 2 years ago, but COVID happened. And this is going to be apparently Brock Lesnar's final match with the company until they come up with a new goddamn deal to bring him back. Elimination Chamber, the only problem that I have is this. I don't mind Seth being in it, but so we're just going to pretend that the 8-year chair shot revenge is the way how you end the story between Seth and Roman.
That's what it seems like.
That's poor, horrible writing. That's terrible writing. And the fact that Kevin Owens is not even in the damn Elimination Chamber is also alarming. And it seems to me they're going to do it. They're going to do the rematch from WrestleMania 36, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. That right there has already been in the works. But my whole thing is this. It's like, I love Seth. Don't get me wrong. I love him. But why is he not fighting Roman? Roman damn near killed him at the Royal Rumble.
Right.
So that's the only thing that I don't like. I mean, personally, you can replace Finn Balor. Not Finn Balor, sorry. You can replace Seth Rollins with Finn Balor, or you can replace him with Kevin Owens. I don't have a problem with Austin Theory being in there, but now if you're looking at Austin Theory right now, because the plan for Austin Theory was for him to face Shane, and Shane got canned, what do you do with Austin Theory at this point?
Oh, shit.
There's no purpose.
My bad, bro. I'm laughing at Braun Strowman and Nia Jax, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Bro,
Are they a couple? Are they a couple?
Bro. Apparently, Adam, aka Bryan, went ballistic on somebody on Twitter, and now everybody's saying him and Nia Jax are just shit people. So,
damn.
Yeah.
Nah, I wouldn't say they're shit people. It's just that people, remember, fans kept on getting on Nia a lot.
Person is
Vince McMahon. But anyway, the Elimination Chamber, what they done wrong, the Elimination Chamber itself. The Elimination Chamber itself is wrong. Personally, the WWE title does not need to be in a multi-man match when you're clearly about to do champion versus champion. Brock already picked. He's picking Roman, obviously.
It already came out, yeah.
It already came out, so that's your main event. So now they want to do champion versus champion. I don't mind it. Only one problem. Why is it in the Elimination Chamber? Personally, there needs to be an Elimination Chamber for the men's, which there is. Now, if Goolie was the one to do it, let me tell you. All right. First things first. The WWE title, not on the line at the Royal Rumble, at the Elimination Chamber. The main event, you can still have Bobby versus Brock. No interference at all. So boom, no Roman Reigns to ruin it. Okay.
Crazy, my bad. So apparently, yeah, I dove even deeper into this. So apparently Nia is teasing on Twitter that she knows that there's a lot of people in WWE that's not vaccinated.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Because he stopped doing the testing.
Oh, wow.
Wait, Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega going at it on Twitter? Where is that? Hold up.
While Dove is getting energy, getting out all of that, let me continue. Men's Elimination Chamber match. Whoever wins gets to face the WWE champion or the WWE champion, okay? Here's what you do. These are your 6. Kevin Owens, Seth Rollins, AJ Styles, Finn Balor, Austin Theory, and the 6th person, because he ain't doing anything else, and I would love to see how dominant he could be, Omos. There's your 6 people in the Rumble. Then 6 people in the Elimination Chamber.
Omos?
Here's the thing, y'all. Before y'all trip, I'm not having Omos win this match.
Almost the giant Mama Say Mama Sa Makusa.
Actually, no, not Seth Rollins. I'll replace Seth with I said Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Omos, AJ Styles. Yeah, Riddle. Thank you. I replaced Seth Rollins with Riddle. Boom. There you go.
Instead of Omos, I put Randy Orton in it.
All right, fine. Take Omos out, put Randy in it. But now you can't do that because they might do Randy versus the Ray RK Bro versus Alpha Academy. They might do that. But since this is creative booking and it's
Alpha Academy.
Otis and Chad Gable.
Another relevant tag team. Go ahead.
Can't say that with the tag team titles. They beat Matt Riddle.
They still are relevant as the tag team champions.
Anyway, so yeah, I would do
companies irrelevant with titles.
I would do that. I would do that. Or better yet, you can do this. Take the 6-man out, take Omos and Randy out, a question mark, vacate. And that foreign person would be Tommaso Ciampa. Yep.
That would never happen.
I'm just saying this is a fantasy booking. So boom. There's your
fantasy.
If he was still in the company,
Kenny and Will ain't talking about that.
Still in the company, Keith Lee.
Oh God, yes. But Keith Lee is free.
Ain't talking about nothing,
I know.
It's just like a little teaser.
Keith Lee the Impact. Keith Lee the Impact.
I said that too.
Yes.
Also,
the Impact would be dope.
Also for Elimination Chamber, what I would also do, finish it off, I would make this a last man standing match. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins, last man standing. And I would do it. I would have Kevin Owens be the one to screw over Seth Rollins. And he does that little power bomb on the apron that he normally does. So boom, Roman is out of that feud with Seth. Third match on the card, you can still keep. I would still keep Lita versus Becky. Not gonna lie, I would kind of keep that.
Yeah, of course, Goolie would keep.
I
that.
kind of would keep that, but on one condition. Instead of Becky, do Charlotte because that was the original plan anyway. So might as well do Charlotte versus Lita. Put that on Charlotte's resume.
That, though, according to John L. Jackson, he can't stand Charlotte. And he don't want to see that.
Unfortunately, John L., you got to get over it. It's fantasy booking, and obviously, I'm going to have Charlotte win. Having Charlotte being the only woman to beat Lita and Trish because WWE would allow it. Yeah, it sucks, but it sucks. What's the other? Another match I would do, because if this is true, if this is Goldberg's final match, Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar for one final goddamn time. One final time.
No. Hell no.
But guess what? It ends in a no finish. It is in a no finish. I don't care
how it ends. I don't want it to start.
I don't even want them in the locker room getting ready to go out. I don't even want them in the arena.
I don't even want to see them pull up at valet together. No.
All right, fine. How about this?
I want them in an Uber.
How about this? Bobby Lashley defends the WWE Championship against. Damn. We've already seen Goldberg. We've already seen.
See that bald-headed
What about Bob? What about Bobby versus Brock one more time? Like I said, no interference. No.
Give me Bobby Cesaro.
No.
Bobby versus Cesaro.
Give me Bobby.
I would love that because he's my favorite wrestler. But
you know what? Cesaro, so it's time for Cesaro to leave the WWE.
You know what?
They not giving him no gold, bro.
You know what?
Should have been a champion, bro.
You know what? I wouldn't mind that. Or hell, I wouldn't mind Brock versus Cesaro. I wouldn't mind that either.
Why? Cesaro gets watched by Brock.
Bobby and Cesaro, because I want to see Cesaro champion.
Would make that match boring.
Let's make Cesaro champion.
Cesaro versus Bobby. All right, and then what else we're gonna get?
One more person you're forgetting, Goolie. Unless he's out, Drew McIntyre.
No, the way how they're gonna do Drew McIntyre, they're gonna have him take on your favorite Corbin, your favorite Mitch, Happy Corbin, and I don't want to see that shit.
I don't either. That's the guy I like to troll people with. The Happy Corbin.
At this point, I'd rather do Baron Corbin versus Shinsuke Nakamura for the IC title.
Bro.
I'd rather see that.
When was the last time Shinsuke put that title on the line?
About a month ago.
Who?
Because they don't know what to do with the IC title, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
How you not know what to do with the second prestigious championship in pro wrestling?
And it's not even the belt. It's not even the belt itself. It's not even Shinsuke either. It's the freaking writing. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, Elimination Chamber. If I was to basically,
last time he had a second. Wait.
Yeah, they did it with the US title.
Last time he had that jump, they didn't know what to do with him. He was just there. My room is cold, bro. I don't know why, bro.
Just there. So yeah, it's I would try my best to rebook the Elimination Chamber. First things first, I'm not having this champion versus champion nonsense. I would low key have the following, man. Just straight up all of that. But anyway, that's the Elimination Chamber. It's that. And now with 14 minutes left, WrestleMania plans. What's it looking like for WrestleMania right now? Obviously,
start over.
That's the end of the topic.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Stop. No, it's not.
What it's going to look like. See? I'm out. This is WWE. What is it looking like? The WrestleMania. There's nothing there.
Anyway,
MalcGoolie.
It's not no benefit of the doubt. Stop before I make a plane trip to freaking Philly and RKO you and go back to Indianapolis.
Years and you have not made that trip, so I'm waiting.
Can you sell that match, please?
Huh? Anyway,
I want to be so bad.
Anyway, so far we already know the main event is Brock versus
WrestleMania is like a
we already know the main event is Brock versus Roman.
You're not going to mute me on my shit. I will end this goddamn live.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
I am muting you because I'm trying to get my point across. I'm trying to get this done.
WrestleMania is like a quarterback that you put a pin in it. That's what WrestleMania is.
If you let me finish.
Here we go with
it ain't no benefit of the doubt. It's about what we're seeing and what the original plans were. Mr. What's the topics?
Meaning that the original plans, that means those original plans ain't going to fall through. So that's why it's called original plans. So why we need to talk about it?
Because it needs to be talked about.
But wait, the original plan for none of these shows has been gone through, bro. Come on, man.
That is true.
Vince rewrote everything for the past.
And he already rewrote this WrestleMania because now also we're gonna be seeing because D is pissed off about it. Johnny Knox,
overrated, hyped event that's going to shit everybody on the bed again.
Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. We're getting that at Mania.
Why?
Coming down for that shit.
We're getting that.
First of all, why? Second of all,
because what happened at the Rumble
in like 10 minutes, and I wonder how many times it's been rewritten already.
He looked like a 60-year-old child that played in the Sandlot.
Stop. Don't do Johnny like that. Stop.
He did, bro. Come on, bro. That man low-key looked homeless.
Because of Jackass Forever is going to flop just like that goddamn match.
Whoa, I don't know about that. Jackass Forever is not going to flop after all these years. Even though it's going to be weird without Bam and Ryan, I still say it's going to be funny as hell. I mean, what's the purpose of Jackass? You're just basically watching stuntman damn near hurt and kill themselves. That's basically what Jackass is. You can't even review Jackass as a thing right now.
Because Sami Zayn is being treated like shit.
Some of that shit was
Can we move on?
Some of that shit was stupidity.
Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's title. I believe that is going to happen.
That's gonna be the best match of the night.
Don't know how they're gonna do it, but it needs to be done. Another match.
Tell him. Thank you.
What's he say?
Becky Lynch is gonna get stomped.
Oh yeah, obviously Becky's gonna lose. Charlotte versus that. Now here, Charlotte. Now it's. I don't know what they're gonna do with Charlotte. Charlotte and Ronda. They're gonna do Charlotte and Ronda. Personally, this is just what I want to see. MSK versus the Usos for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. I would love to see that.
Who?
MSK from NXT taking on the Usos for the tag team titles. I would love to see it.
That's not gonna happen.
It's better than the New Day versus the Usos.
You know what
I want to see? You know what I want to see?
Even though we've seen that a billion times,
Who wants to see it a billion?
Good.
Yeah, the matches are still good. Yeah, true.
You know what I want to see?
What you want to see?
Walter, Roman, book it.
Who?
Walter, Roman.
Walter. Ooh.
Book it.
Ooh, yes. Randy Orton versus Riddle. I know that's gonna happen. Randy versus Riddle.
I got Riddle.
You know, it'd be hilarious if Riddle was the heel.
No, you know, it'd be hilarious if Riddle wins with an RKO.
Oh my God!
You know it'd be funny if Randy Orton wins and goes, bro.
Oh my God!
He'll be up. He would do his thing and be like, bro.
Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins, which I'm not gonna lie, that will also probably be another sleeper match. That match right there, you already know what you're gonna get from Seth and KO.
Do you think Damian and or Shinsuke, if they are still champions around that time, will they have a match?
I think they should. If you're fighting the belts, why not? Shinsuke versus Priest?
No, not that. I'm just saying, will they have a match? Period.
Personally, they should. But my whole thing is this: for Shinsuke, I think the only person that Shinsuke really is feuding with, why not Apollo Crews versus Shinsuke? I wouldn't mind that.
Last time we seen Apollo Crews is the question.
I was just going to say, I forgot he was still there.
I forgot he was there.
I think Apollo wasn't even in the goddamn Rumble. What the hell?
Didn't they change his character?
Apollo Crews has been in the WWE.
No, Apollo Crews is injured.
Oh, he's injured?
He's injured. He's been out for months.
I know he's injured.
Supposed to be an off-brand.
I forget what injury he is, but he's injured.
Is he supposed to be an off-brand Wakanda?
Yes.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my Lord. Or you know what? They might do that. Have his guitarist Boogs versus Shinsuke. His guitarist go heel. I wouldn't mind, even though Boogs is goofy enough as it is.
Now, are we going to see Ray versus Dominic?
No, we're not going to see that. As much as Ray doesn't want to. Ray does not want to fight his son.
Care, bro. Shut up, bro.
Ray does not want to fight his son. Ray doesn't want to do it. If they do it, first things first, do it career, or actually no, mask versus hair. Do something like that. Mask versus hair.
Bro. So wait, why does he not want to do it?
I guess Ray say he wants to still continue to train and like be, around Dominic to, it's basically just like him to be a better wrestler, basically like can continue his endurance and all of that.
You get hands on that if you're in the feud. Oh my God, bro.
It's Ray. It's Ray. I believe somehow, some way they're going to talk Ray into having Ray versus Dominic. That could happen.
I'm saying, if you
overall WrestleMania 38 card wise, which if we're looking at it right, there's only 3 matches so far I want to see. Obviously, Bianca versus Becky, so Bianca can get her goddamn belt back and never lose it.
If we get that, then we get Ronda versus Charlotte.
Yep.
I'm gonna. That's a piss break match. I'm not gonna lie.
That's a piss break match.
That's a potty break. Another match I want to see personally. I want to see Bobby versus AJ Styles for the WWE Championship. Not this Brock versus Roman title for title shit. What other match?
Give me Walter.
Give me obviously KO versus Seth is a match I'm gonna be loving to see again because I know what type of match is going to be. It's going to be hard hitting, and they both going to go crazy as hell.
You said you don't want Usos and New Day, right?
I don't want Usos.
I have a proposition for you.
All right,
Usos and Street Profits.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. No. What you mean? No.
We've seen that how many times?
No, we have not. We only seen it once.
It feels like more than that.
No, we've only seen it once.
It feels like more.
Once.
Any match that WWE had
Feels like more.
More than what they actually done.
If that being the case, then we've seen Happy Corbin versus Drew McIntyre for a billion times. And I'm sorry, Happy Corbin, please drop that freaking gimmick. He looks like he raped sheep and have sex with sheep. It's terrible.
He gonna drop Happy Corbin. He gonna come back as Pimpin' Corbin. He gonna have
Pimpin' Corbin.
Dora with the feather in that bitch. He gonna have Godfather's cane.
To be fair, Pimpin' Corbin would be a lot better than Happy Corbin. Just saying.
Can you go back to Lone Wolf, please?
Yeah, Lone Wolf, please. But you have to grow his hair back out. Pimpin' Corbin. Jerry Corbin. Jerry Curb Corbin. D, can you see Baron Corbin with an S curl? With an S curl if he grew his hair out?
Like your son.
Yes. Feeling oh so silky smooth. Just let it shine. Who sang that for real?
I never sung that. I never knew.
For real. Oh my God, Aaron, no. I don't no. Please, God, no.
What?
I don't want to see this. I don't want to see Jinder my balls at WrestleMania.
The modern day Maharaja.
Raja, respond to the foot of the city.
I don't know why y'all didn't like Jinder, bro. I rocked with Jinder.
He was boring. He was
hilarious.
He was the worst WWE champion ever.
He was not.
The only thing I liked about Jinder is his theme song. He was not the
worst, bro.
It sounded like leprechaun all over. But you know what? That's gonna do it for us.
You're like,
D is like this, huh? Oh my God, the modern day Maharaja. And the fact that he beat Shinsuke Nakamura, and that was Shinsuke's first loss in the WWE, blasphemous. I rebuke thee that title reign did not exist. But with that being said, we are out of here. Zombie Corbin. Oh my God. We are out of here. We got a lot more stuff on the Spotlight Sports Network. D, do you care to tell the lovely people in the internet world what's coming up tonight?
We don't have anything else tonight. We probably have a show by Jay in the Bay, a 49ers show that's coming on the network, possibly. I didn't see it yet, but he did ask about it, so we might see that on the network. And then on Spotlight Sports Streams, if y'all have not subscribed to Spotlight Sports Streams, make sure y'all do that. Donte decided to do the Houston Rockets and the San Antonio Spurs by play and reactions. I was going to do Sixers, but it's just too late. It's just too late of a game. So I'm just going to watch it and enjoy it. Tomorrow we have MK in the morning. We have College Hoops Game Day Live. We have Mr. Douglas himself, aka the Big Time Show, will be debuting. His birthday is tomorrow as well, so it will be like a birthday sports stream. So shout out to him for coming on to the network. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a part of the network. We greatly appreciate it. And Sports Talk Podcast with Robin and Tyler, 8:30 Eastern Standard Time on Saturday. Y'all will not see me on this screen at all tomorrow because I have some things to attend to. So y'all won't see me on this screen at all. Y'all probably see everybody else but me. So yeah, that's it.
And with that being said, the time has come for us to go. We had so much fun entertaining y'all. Till the next time, there'll be the next show. And I have to get that Cedric the Entertainer clip so that way I can play that instead of singing this or rewarding this. But until then, guys, we love each and every one of you. You guys have a safe night. If you are outside and during this blizzard, may God protect you because Jesus Christ, Indiana got it rough. So until then, God bless you all. We love you.
Go to work. Huh.
Yeah, and I had to go to work for 2 days. So we are good. We are out of here. Peace, love, and hot sauce.
I heard they want the news. Well, we got it just for you. What's your team? Who your player? Who your crew? I heard they want the news. The spotlight is on you, and if you win the hot seat, it's times 2. I heard they want the news. Come tune in to the crew, but we got the hook up just like black and blue. I heard they want the news. Spotlight Sports, what it do? Hit subscribe and that like button too. I heard they want the news. Bitch, I'm a ball, bitch, I'm a ball. Don't get no ball, don't get no ball. What's in my cup? What's in my cup? All of that punch, look at that punch. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ballin' like Kobe. Ho, keep it moving, cause you do not know me. Bitch, I'm a ball, ain't talking Milwaukee. Tell my dog sick of me, ain't do no barking. Pass me some greens, you know I'ma spark it. Mama got ass, told her to arch it. Pull up at the spot, hop out and don't park it. Bino say, always keep one in the cartridge. With Joey out pepper, so we going toxic. Came from the swamp to visit the tropics. Check out the scenery. Tell her mama to the backwoods right by the lake.